Hey guys, how's it going, man? Today I would like to talk about why sorry, Asian women prefer white men. I don't think it's that like always they reject Asian men nowadays, but it's just the fact that I think, in short, they could do better. That's what it is. Is that if they find like Asian men in their own community, it wouldn't be. Um, they might not get the cream of the crop, but if they probably just branch out to, I don't know, other, like, for example, white races, then gonna get the cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? So it's just for them. Like, let's say, for example, in the way I would look at an Asian woman, I would rate her maybe a 7, and then but to a white guy or something, then he would think that she's a 8.5 or 9. So that's how it is. I mean, a lot of the times, and unfortunately, that Asian men, the quality Asian men out there, aren't that many. So from my um, entire encounters with Asian men, it is true that like only a smaller amount of Asian men compared to black men and I think white men overall, they are quote unquote, um, good relationship materials. It's either they are too much of a mama's boy or too nerdy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they have their own issues, but I don't think it's bad. I mean, like in terms of like criminality wise speaking, I think they probably beat every single race out there, hands down. In terms of money making wise, they are beating every single race hands down. But in terms of sometimes like romantic, gestures and relationships, stuff like that. Hey man, they are lacking quite a bit. I mean, I know it's because of the fact that a lot of times is the upbringing, and it's also about how the Asian household is. It's not like all Asian men are not attractive. It's just they don't demonstrate the attractiveness of themselves, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like, because Asian households, literally, there's not much romance there. It's just like, hey, what do you do, wife? Work? What do you do? At the end of the day, yeah, I've worked too the whole day, man. We worked hard. So that's the thing. I mean, that's why another reason why Asian women are more drawn to a white man. They wanted to have more of a dynamic relationship. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, I'll also say like there are also some bad stuff that they think is that they think we are uh, meson what is it called? It's like meso misogynistic. I forgot the term of it. It's like meaning the fact misogynist. Sorry. So they also think we're a little bit misogynist, because it's true. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say things that's true, and it's just like I had a lot of studies. You know what I'm saying? Because I really did not understand a lot of the Asian American female mindset until probably like around 5 to 10 years ago. Then it's just like then I come to more of a surprising of what they really think, and yeah, I think like I think that misogynist, because dad is a misogynist in a way. It's not like he's a real misogynist. It's just they think there are real clear gender roles out there. It's like just along with all Asian parents are, and some Asian girls don't like it. It's like, hey, don't go exercise too much. You get too muscular. That's what they say, like in an Asian household, and stuff like that. And maybe some girls don't like it. They don't like that pressure. They don't like that pressure of studying. So that's why they find the Asian dad, the stern Asian dad, not very. fun, and they kind of want to escape that. I mean, even though, um, definitely, I think most of the Asian girls, they definitely should reflect and not complain about how good they have it, compared to the peoples in Asia, compared to the most of the Americans' overall population. They have it really good. They have a great place to stay. They have tons of room. They have the best nutrition out there, and in terms of genetic um, issues, failures, and stuff like that, Asians, we have I think it's probably like way less overall than congenital issues with other races. So you guys have it good. So don't complain. You know what I'm saying? Thank your dad. Thank your mom. Thank your brother. That's like, he's not a demented person. He's not drunk. Stuff like that. So yeah, I think like just don't ever forget that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are out there with dating other races or marry them, it's fine, but don't complain. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people complaining. I think they the brother that you had, the father that you had tried the hardest. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. So um, yeah, I think it's just a fun factor. Also, I'm not gonna lie, there's also a social factor as well. I mean, seriously, when you are with a guy who's like basically in America, let's say for example in Wall Street, there's only so much you could go upwards if you are an Asian guy, right? I mean, unless you tap into the Asian connection, then you do things very differently. Then you have a different world, anyways. Then I mean, if you're an Asian guy that tap into a the Asian reservoir of lots of, I guess, like money and accessing Asia's richest. And if you're that Asian, I mean, quite honestly, you have any woman at your disposal, anyways, because you're darn rich. And so, and you're probably gonna find the finest, most beautiful Asian girl out there. It's just a fact, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's why Asian women, overall, like white men. You know what I'm saying? It's just, first of all, they can find comparable in their own community in Asians. It's not like a lot of them don't like Asians. Some of them don't. Yeah, but it's also maybe because of from childhood experience. So I think it's just like when they have a brother that's being loved more by or cared more by the parents, and the dad is really stern. Yeah, that's gonna create a lot of negative male images for Asian women. So I did not understand that back then at all, but now I understand it. I understand it, and so I definitely encourage Asian men to take a break and just hang out. You know what I'm saying, with your daughter and kids, and be a fun dad. And try to have like a sympathy, for your kids. It's like I remember when um, back then. It's just, I mean, I already have it pretty good, but yeah, it's just like growing up in an Asian household. It's just a lot of pressure in learning stuff in general. It's real serious, and yeah, that's all I can say, man. I mean, like, in order to have a comfortable, good childhood, yeah, sure, definitely. Not too much pressure is good, but um, but you cannot stop. You cannot stop like that. People still want the white male, and quite honestly, I'm not gonna lie. At this moment, they still have the upper hand. They have the upper hand in every single continent. They have the upper hand in Africa. They have the upper hand um, in Asia today. They have the upper hand in North America. Not to mention, like, of course, European and all those places. Yeah, I mean, if you're white, you know what I'm saying, skin white wise, you never know. Like, good opportunities that definitely come out. I mean, on top of your competencies. So, not gonna lie, it's good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm proud to be an Asian guy, so I like it being an Asian. I can't think of anything other than being Asian male, quite honestly. So that's all I can say, man. It's just the health benefits um, overall. So thank you. I'll talk to you later.